on the Coach Me and Rain on the scene with the gangster lean. Happy gosh darn Thursday to you and yours. You may be wondering, if you join my lunchtime lives on a regular basis, you may be wondering, what is she doing on live at 12 o'clock? I'll tell you what, I got a meeting for the rest of the afternoon, starting from 1 to 4. So, welcome to the live. So, we're going to eat lunch together. Oh, Lord. We're going to rip this together. Hi, Alvin. How are you, Alvin? I hope you had a great morning as well. Don't forget, guys, to please, as you enter, make sure you double tap the screen. Like the live. I'd appreciate it greatly. So I've been in meetings all morning, and I'll be in meetings all afternoon. So I have my hour lunch and then right back to meetings. And I wanted to spend that time to do that. T, what's up, T? So yes, I'm early today because I have a meeting for the rest of the afternoon, and the only time I have is now, lunch. So you know me, guys. We practice consistency. Hi, Corey. Hey, girl. Greetings. So we're gonna eat lunch today. We're gonna eat lunch together today, guys. Make sure you just double tap the screen, like the live for me. So what I got is a salad. I ordered this. Is that carrots? It better not be. Oh, it's not. This is from this place. It's like a halal place, and T said, I'm in a meeting now. I almost felt, I've been in meetings all morning. And one of the meetings, I get why she did it in person, but it could have been an email, child. I mean, not in person. I get why she did like a meeting because she was sharing some not so favorable news. And sometimes that's better to hear in a meeting as opposed to an email. But I was like, girl, this could have been an email. I can't eat carrots. Ain't good for me, sweetheart. If I eat carrots, I'm gonna look like one of these girls that get their lips pumped up to oblivion. I'm allergic to carrots, so I can't do carrots. So this salad, let me show y'all. It's a big old salad. I'm probably not gonna finish it, but this is the salad here. It's a chicken and lamb salad, and I got some white sauce on it. So in the salad, there's romaine lettuce, corn, chickpeas, cabbage, uh, cucumber, and then lamb and chicken on top. It's really good. And as you can see, it's a healthy salad. So obviously, I ain't gonna finish this. But this meeting, it has something to do with like my direct department. But some of it is like some of the information we received is completely out of our control. So it's kind of like I get it. Hi, Flago. It's okay. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you for stopping through. Guys, I got some not so good news. It's not. I mean, I ain't gonna get killed like that. But I had planned, or my hubby wanted to plan a group trip for me to go to Miami for my birthday, but everybody done backed out and said they can't come for one reason or the other. They can't make it. So we're canceling the trip to Miami. I mean, I guess we could have still went. Ugh. I guess we could have still went, but we're gonna just cancel the trip because what we were gonna do is stay in an Airbnb, with everybody in the house and blah 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 blah. So that's a bad thing, but then at the same time, that made me think of looking at a trip to another location. If you're still in the chat, where do you think the other location is? Exactly, Corey. Corey said, damn, that sucks. Group trips usually start with 10 people, then end with 2. Is exactly what happened, child. This guy. What's up, Loof, or whatever your name is, right? Rhinoceros milk? Are you talking about my female organs? Is that what you're doing? Behave yourself, man, child. So I started looking at another location. Um, Now I like to travel with. I could travel by myself with just my husband. I could travel with a group, but this particular trip was going to be a group trip, and yeah, so everybody canceled. But that might be a good thing because I started looking at a trip somewhere else. I don't want to disclose where yet, but yeah. Mm. What are y'all eating for lunch? Traveling alone is cool. What's up, broccoli? Hey, I haven't seen you in a minute. How you doing? What you been up to, broccoli? When I tell you I'm in meetings all evening, I mean all afternoon, it's kind of a good and bad thing because it makes the day go by faster. And then tomorrow I get to just work from home tomorrow. Mm. Yeah, but I only really want to go to Miami if it's a group trip because we've been to Miami a lot, and Miami's cool, but it's better when it's like a group. I wouldn't if I'm doing a couples trip. I don't want to do a couples trip to no damn Miami. Child, I'm gonna go somewhere else. Houston's cool for a group trip again. When I say I want to do a couple trip, yeah, I could only imagine. I want to go somewhere out of the country. When we do all these group trips, we go to Miami, we go to Fort Lauderdale, we go to Houston. Those are all like group trips. But when it's just me and my man, Mama want to bust that passport open. Okay. They really, they look. Okay. This is delicious. And she said, when I wasn't married, we went together, but single person. I would get on the plane ASAP. People always cancel. It is annoying. Or not being honest. You know what I'm saying? Like when the trip come up, if you know your finances or whatever, you're not gonna be able to swing it. Just say, yo, right now ain't a good time. I'm not gonna be able. Don't be like, oh, yeah, I'm down. I'm down. When you know damn well you're not doing that right now, and that's fine because the way the world is working right now is crazy. Money is tight because like if we able to swing where I really want to go, then that's gonna be by the grace of God because God want me to be there. What's up, Glenn? How are you? Yes, Corey, you already know. Houston's cool, all of that is cool, but that's cool when we in a big group and not everybody got a passport and we go there and we love the city. It's fine. We have a good time. But if I'm going somewhere with just me and my man, hmm, Amelia Island. I wonder how much a flight would be there. T said, when on a trip with my ex, friends with my ex friends. They annoyed me. Didn't want to eat out. Oh no. When my friends come out, like we go out to eat, we chill, we all of that. But the canceling is annoying. I was like, why come if you don't want to spend money? But that's the thing. Sometimes I think, I gotta. Should I tell this on this side of YouTube? Listen, okay, I'm gonna tell it, but I'm gonna. What's up, Jay? How you doing, Bo? How you doing? What's up, Cupcake? I like that name, Cupcake. Ooh, I wish I could eat a cupcake. What's up, Rich? Oh Lord, I'm sorry. I'm tearing up your name. Um, sometimes people can only swing like the cost of the trip and everything like that because like let's like my wedding, it was a destination wedding, and there were people that came to my wedding that didn't have a gift. You don't go to people's wedding with no money or no gift. If you can't afford, like if it's a destination wedding and you can't afford, and no, and this is not a slight, I'm just being honest, and it's etiquette. If you go into somebody's destination wedding and you can't afford a gift, then you skip the wedding and send a gift. You don't go to the wedding and don't bring no gift. What? I'm never going to nobody's wedding empty-handed. Like that is so that you have no couth and no tact. Who does that? You come to somebody's wedding with no gift? Mm-mm-mm. Lord have mercy. Hi, Sweetie Pie. I love that name, Sweetie Pie. Hey, girl, have a good day too. She said, my ex friend gonna say school about to start. I said, it starts the same time every year. Back then, we had kids in the house too. Like I said, people don't account for like once you get this, they just have enough to get there, but they're not accounting for it. Once we get there, now we on vacation. So we're going out to eat. We might want to go on an excursion or to rent something or do. So you got to have funds for when you get there, too. Not just getting there. And I can't rock. I can't go nowhere with people that are gonna be penny pinching and shit. Once we get, or we gonna leave you at the hotel and we'll be out. Like, so we tried. Like that's why we were doing the Airbnb because what that does is it cuts some of the cost of like a hotel. Everybody getting individual hotels. Like if we all stay in a nice house, then everybody can just break the cost of the house, and then you have extra money for excursions or outings, then eateries and all of that. What's up, BH? I'm sorry if I'm not saying your name correctly. How are you? What's up, Mimi? How you doing? Exactly, Corey. No wedding gift. Like, and in the wedding, sweating, dancing, eating up all the food, drinking up all the liquor. Not a gift. Babylon. That's what I have to say to that. I would never do that. I would never go to nobody's wedding with no gift. Normally, I mean, it's either I'll do the registry, and if they don't have a registry, they telling you without telling you, put money in the envelope. What's up, Earl? Earl said, baby mama, don't worry, my friends will bring plenty gifts, babe. Mm. Speaking of gifts, Earl, how about you hit me with one right now and a virtual gift? I'm just kidding. You don't have to. I'm just kidding. DA said, ma'am, there's a lot of air inside your body. What? She said, I have, but I was young. I didn't know. Okay, that's a excuse when you're young. I said it wrong. Not my former friend. It was my ex-husband's friend. Oh, whew, those are sometimes lots of fun when you're. I don't want to say forced, but you're paired with another couple that doesn't share your same trip etiquette. That's always fun. Sweetie said, right. Obviously, you planned accordingly. Others should too. Exactly. Eh, Corey, some people don't understand that though. They don't understand that the expenses include the food, the shopping, emergency. Mm-mm. They pay for the hotel and the flight, and then they like, we gonna wing it. They ain't got the money, or they might have $100. I'm sorry, but $100 for a 6-day trip is not gonna cut it, baby. You gotta have at least $1,000, at least, because even if you eat budget the whole time, which is fine, what if something happens? What if suppose you have no nose? You're gonna need more money. Broccoli said, Coach, gotta go, says, have to shovel out from the plow trucks. Where you live at, Broccoli? What kind of plow? You have snow already? I am not ready. Lord Jesus. Y'all ready for the snow? I'm not ready. I am not ready. Oh, you live in Minnesota. I am not ready. I am not ready. But mm-mm. Like, so that's a thing. So that's why I named the live what I named it, because I'm just thinking about money, and we all need a little lit, don't you think? Yo, T said we got snow every city. We're doing a cruise in 2026, but not the start of the year. We are doing a cruise, and we priced that. We y'all know I started a travel agent side business, right? So the cruise is gonna be my first foray, and we're gonna go on Virgin. So I'm gonna do like a smaller group for the first one, just so I can get my bearings together. T. All that snow. Do y'all like the snow? I hate it. Yo, they put their foot in this. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I wish y'all could. Y'all want some? Open up. Taste this. Jay, you still in here? Taste this. You like salad? Mmm. Right? It's good. It is good. Mmm. What's he said? I mean, Mimi said we might get much if we. Where you live, Mimi? Yo, speaking of Jay, this weekend on Sunday. Well, I think no, she is okay. So on Saturday, Jay is doing Kiss from Jay. I don't know if she's still in the chat. Um, but she's doing the re-up weekend pretty much. Saturday she's doing the re-up with Cooking Beauty, and then on Sunday it's with me. But the only thing I wanted to ask Jay about that, she still ain't in here. What's up, James? James said, "Mama, you not breathing." What is? I thought when you did the re-up, the way you chose who went next was like the person before chose them. Y'all not doing that no more? Anthony's, hey boo, how you doing? Anthony said, Coach, I was saying I'm gonna come to class. Are you coming tomorrow for the booty class? And the sexy stretch. Bust it open. Mm. What y'all eating for lunch? I want some abs and all that ass in them jeans. But y'all know what? Getting to act like growing your butt and making it nice and round like an English pound. You gotta come to all the classes. Consistently. Thank you, James. Well, thank my nail tech. She's amazing. You see Anthony's, Corey? I feel like I don't be seeing Anthony's like that no more. On Fridays, oh no, what day y'all do your since y'all changed that time of your damn live, I barely can catch it. It was better when it was late, but I figure I get it. I know y'all don't want to be doing no damn live that late. But 7 o'clock, it's whatever day y'all do it, it's at 7. And that's it was better when it was later. For me. That's only me. I don't know how what your viewership is looking like. Mm, mm. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like munching because I don't have a lot of time and I gotta eat. And this is good. What y'all got for lunch today? This is like dinner too, child. Okay, you get more views. Okay, well, shoes. No, say less. Mm, I know what I want to talk to y'all about. I don't know if this person wants me to mention who they are, so I won't. But I was talking to someone in the Are You Latin community, and we came up with this idea to have like a monthly or quarterly or something behind the scenes meeting with whoever from the Are You Latin community, especially core people that want to attend, where we'll discuss any issues, any whatevers, but behind the scenes. Not like on a live. It will be on somebody's StreamYard, preferably mine or Elevated. Um, and we'll send the link out to each other internally, and then have a meeting. Okay. What you got for lunch though, T? T said she's not eating yet. What's up, Jeff? How are you? Hey, 4748. How you doing? Welcome back. All you had was crackers. Hey, sometimes it be like that, right? Shoot, there's been times when I had to suck salt for lunch, child. No money, or like, or scrounge up the change that I find all over the house so I could buy a slice of pizza. Or make some kind of concoction the night before because I knew I wasn't gonna have no money to buy nothing for lunch. Tuna, whatever, just and bring it to work with me, child. When I say mama has struggled, I've had ups, I've had downs, I've been homeless, I've been um laid off, I lost my car, oh my god, I've been through it all. So when I think about that and I think about where I am now, I'm like, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm not where I was. You know what I'm saying? And I just remember them days, or if you still in them days, shit, you probably like shit. I got a little fake ass lunch today. What do you mean? Remember them days? But I mean, the night before, I bring like making my tuna salad because you know tuna has always been cheap. Making me a tuna salad and bringing that for lunch, or like a can of soup or something. Because I ain't shit, man. I ain't had it. You know what I mean? Or like throwing some quarters together, like all kinds of stuff. My God, God is good. God is good. God is good. God is good. And I thank God that I made it out and I'm where I am now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes we forget. You got to sit back and think about those struggle days. You know what I'm saying? When you really didn't know and you have that fret, that feeling of fret, because you don't know how you going to pay the rent. You're like, how we paying this rent? How we paying this rent? How we paying this rent and the child? Like, this is when my baby was little. How we paying for the babysitter? Because we got to go to work. You can't go to the babysitter and not have paid. Look, Draco. No, I'm not near Miami. I wish I was. I wish I was in Miami right now in the water. Man, that's crazy. When you think about that, and if you are like, if you currently are struggling right now, and you be like, damn, I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna pay this, I'm gonna pay that. Just have faith that it's gonna get better, because it does. Especially if you're diligent and steadfast, it's gonna get better. Right now, it might look bleak because the way this world is going, but it'll get better. And I'm telling you right now, you're looking at somebody who has lived in a homeless shelter. Lived in a homeless shelter. I've also had my car repossessed right in my face. Been laid off right after my daughter passed. And I was in a dark place, yo. Like, just in a daze. You know what I'm saying? mm, mm, mm. Wait, what she said? She said, woo, daycare used to have us in yo, daycare, and you can't show up to the daycare having not paid your shit. Talking about take my kids so I could go to work. They want their payment. So sometimes it was whatever last money you had to pay the daycare and then figure it out to eat for the rest of the week. And that's what I'm saying. I like tuna fish, like cheap shit, like making salmon croquettes, whatever canned goods, because those would be the cheapest, and making it work. Eating damn, what else I used to eat? I'm trying to think back, child. Because you need to sometimes you need to humble yourself when you start complaining. You know what I'm saying? Anthony said, I mean, sorry, Corey said Anthony's extended day got me in the biggest chokehold. Oh my God. And that's the part that be like people don't and then sometimes people will say like, I don't know, people just they don't get it. They don't get it like what it is to be a working person who's still poor, who's still struggling. Sure, you may be able to pay like your main bills, but that's by the skin of your teeth. And sometimes you robbing Peter to pay Paul. You gotta call up. This is why I be like, yo, you gotta call up T-Mobile or whatever your phones and be like, yo, can I get a pay arrangement? And then you gotta call PSE&G or whatever your electricity is in your town and set up a payment plan. You gotta set a payment plan. You take a little bit out here, a little bit out there. Child, that's like, but the one thing I be telling like my some of the younger people that I mentor is don't ignore the bills. What you do is you call them up and see what you could work out. Don't just ignore it because they'll come and shut your shit off. See if you can set up a payment plan. See if you qualify for some low income assistance or whatever. But don't just be like, oh, I ain't got it. Don't do that. Call them up. Be like, look, I ain't got it. What can we do? Most of the time, they'll work with you. But you gonna be one begging motherfucker because you're gonna be cool. All right, child. And when I tell you the tears of joy I shed when I got to a place where I could pay my light bill without having to call them and be like, "Can I put something on it?" Uh-oh. Oh, please don't be coming in here. I hate being in this office. I swear for God. Okay, I don't think they are. But when I got to that place, when I could just pay my light bill and I could pay my phone bill and I could pay the whatever, without that worry. Now, sometimes, like, when if some other stuff comes up, then child, we gonna have to. But I'm thankful for where I am now, child. It's real out here in these streets. All right, loves. I think I'm full or full enough. I don't know. Say the rest. Anthony said, "Baby, depending our son age, he can go to Boys and Girls Club. My kids went there after school. They picked up. Yup. Oh, Pew, baby. Dependent on your son, he can go to Boys and Girls Club. Mm-hmm. Do they do transportation? My kids went there after school. They picked. them up. Oh, and it was $50 for the whole school year. Wow. Wow. That sounds like a plan. Boys and girls. I'm sorry, guys. Can you hear me? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. I just got a voicemail. But if you're gonna go that route, you gotta apply early because them things fill up fast. I remember that. Oh, thank you, Mimi. I remember that. Like that used to fill up fast. Like the boys and girls clubs and the after school programs that were low income or affordable for parents. They would fill up super fast. So you had to be on top of it. Like the day that they put that application out, you gotta be there like, let me in, let me in. Yo, y'all, listen, I've been talking about this damn Diddy documentary the last couple of days, and it seems like every day there's more to talk about. That documentary, 50 Cent, first of all, I don't know how y'all feel about 50, and I know he's not a good person or whatever, but boy, oh boy, did y'all see him go on Sherry Shepherd's show? Somebody in the chat, did you see 50 Cent on Sherry Shepherd's show? Anybody? How do y'all feel about 50? Do you think that he's the devil too? I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a 50 Cent fan, but I told y'all I'm gonna be caping for these celebrities. So if he ever came out to be whatever and did whatever, sorry 50. But I like the way he knows how to make money off of controversy. it's it's a skill. It's a very big skill he has. Oh Lord, I feel so much better because I was hungry as hell. Damn, the chat ain't moving at all. Am I boring y'all? Shit. I want me to start. I could listen. I could turn up. I'm trying to be calm because there's a lot of people in the office today, so I'm trying to keep my voice down, and I'm trying to talk about topics that aren't too left. But I could go left because y'all ain't saying shit in the chat. Which it's not your responsibility to entertain me, right? It's my responsibility to entertain you. So if I'm not, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Let me put it in. Let me do a poll. Hold on. And be honest, child. Come on, don't be a jerk. Go somewhere else. Wait, hold on. What I wanted to do go somewhere else. Okay, I guess that's fine. She said you early today. I'm busy. Oh, I know, baby. I'm just kidding. You know me. I don't take this stuff personally. And that's what we were talking about too. When I was talking with the um the person from Are You Locked In, we was on the phone. I was talking to them on the phone, and we both said the same thing. Like we don't like the YouTube. I love my people, the people that I've connected with on YouTube, but I don't take it seriously or personally. You know what I'm saying? Valerie says, to me, just my opinion, 50 is acting like a chick. If he had all this knowledge all these years and didn't give info to police, he's just as guilty because he knew the victims were suffering. So that is a good point. The thing is, Valerie, the only thing I will say to that is look at like a lot of this stuff that's being said in that documentary has been said for years. Aubrey O'Day, she's been saying this for years that Diddy's the devil. She's been saying it for years. You know what I'm saying? So nobody believed her. Even Jaguar Wright, that everybody was saying was crazy. Everything she was saying about Diddy was true. And she's been saying that for years. Nobody believed her. So if 50 came out prior to all of this stuff and all of these things happening, nobody would have believed him. And matter of fact, I'm like, 50 did. 50 did talk about Diddy in many interviews prior to him getting raided. Like, if you go back and look at 50 Cent on Drink Champs, 50 Cent on The Breakfast Club, he always talked about how Diddy asked him to go shopping and how Diddy was a little fruity and Diddy had questionable business that he talked about all of this. And he even was joking. If you look back, he even was trolling, I'll say, about Diddy being responsible for Tupac's unaliving. Go back and look. He has been doing this. It's only that now that this documentary has been packaged the way it has and the impact that it's having, I think people are under the assumption that he did this alone. He did not. If you go and look at the credits of the documentary, he's the executive producer, which really just means that he oversaw the project and funded the project. He provided the money to get certain things done, but he didn't edit this. He didn't edit the project. That was the director that did that. She put everything together. So I think people are a little misguided just because when you see the documentary and it says executive produced by 50 Cent, I think folks see that and think he sat at a desk or in some lab and created that whole thing. He did not. He put his name on it. He probably threw some money at it. He probably used, because his name was attached to it, more people were willing to do interviews. But other than that, he didn't direct this. The person that did all of the work, all of the true work, is the director. And I can't remember her name. Stapleton, something Stapleton. She did most of this. And 50 is just the person that we know. So when people are like, oh, this is 50's documentary, 50 did, I'm like, yo, guys, he's the executive producer. Do you know what executive producer is? Somebody that throw money at it. That's it. And the face of the project. He probably helped to facilitate it. Valerie said they tried to discount Jaguar, trying to make her exact. Remember, and she was saying a lot of this stuff that's in the documentary. Same thing with Gene Deal. He was saying a lot of this stuff that's in the documentary. So I don't think he's acting like a girl. I think 50 is leveraging his ability, his his fear factor. He doesn't have a fear factor. 50's not afraid of Diddy. Everybody else is afraid. Nobody else would attach themselves to something like this because they would be scared of retribution. 50's not scared of none of y'all. I think it's beyond that. I think it's a chess move, in my opinion. And when you look at it in a different way, and not just the superficial way, oh, he's Diddy slept with his girl, so therefore he put together this entire thing. I think it's a bigger chess move. I think 50 is thinking 5 and 6 years ahead, 10 years ahead. You know what I'm saying? Valerie said they tried to discount Jaguar, trying to make her look crazy. He talked about it, but he gave no evidence to the police. That's this is not a situation where you can give evidence to the police. Diddy will throw money at it. Look what he does. He paid off police officers. He's he's tampered with a unaliving trial. Trial that wait, I don't think anyone passed away in 1999 when there was that pow pow at the club, but he tampered with that. You can't just go to the police with evidence and think that that's not going to do anything. They needed to he had to wait in order for it to have impact. He had to wait. Diddy positioned himself in a way where you couldn't just go, oh, police, Diddy's doing this. It, that would get thrown out. Like, it would have got thrown away, thrown out. He had to wait until this time. Diddy could not stop 50 from making money. So what would he wasn't scared. I don't think he was scared. I think he was strategic. I think sometimes like you know how I liken it? Let's say you married, right? And you know your husband's cheating and you have access to his phone or you have access to his whatever. And you see the messages with the girl, but they ain't do nothing yet. Are you going to not I can't even say they ain't doing nothing yet. You, you see the messages with the girl, but you can't really prove anything yet. Or it's not enough. You really want to see how this is going to play out first. So you got to hold on to what you know until you can prove it. You know what I'm saying? There's one thing to be able to know something. There's another thing to be able to prove it. There's another thing to be able to create a cohesive story with receipts. I don't think 50 had all those receipts. It was just hearsay before because a lot of that footage that we saw was very recent. It was right before Diddy got arrested. You understand? Valerie says, wait, hold on. Anthony said, I answered no, I'm moving. Oh, thank you, hon. What's up, Monique? How are you? We just here talking about Diddy again, child. Valerie said, Gene Deal is guilty also. He personally saw a lot of things going on. He said he had to get his check. If you know it's wrong, you shouldn't stay around. I agree. I don't think that a lot of people should have stayed around. But what I think happened is people became complacent, like you're saying, for all of those years. And it wasn't until Diddy slighted them that they decided to speak out about it. So I'll give you that for sure. I do think that they had the power to walk away. Some people, but I don't think everybody did. And I also think that you had to be strategic with how you walked away, like what Mace did. And yesterday, um, I was showing some footage. I had my laptop with me yesterday. I was showing footage of how Mace, many years after he had left Bad Boy, many years after he went to the church, he had to bum rush pretty much Diddy during a live radio interview in order for Diddy to sign paperwork to release his masters or to release him out of his contract. He had to do that live on air. So it wasn't like you could just walk away easily. If Diddy thought that you still needed to be up under him, then you was gonna still be up under him one way or another. You understand? So I think people are missing that with this. Like Diddy's a master manipulator. It's not just simply, if it was me, I would just walk away. We none of us know what it's like to be up in the stratosphere of Sean Puff Daddy Diddy Brother Love Cone. We don't know what it's like. We can look from the outside in and be like, oh, I would have left. The same way people say when a woman is being abused, I would have left. Why she ain't leave him yet? It's DV is deeper than just leave. The most difficult or the most dangerous time is when a woman leaves. Is when she goes and gets her own apartment. That's the most dangerous time in a DV situation. So same, I liken Diddy being even having a business relationship with him. I look at that as an abusive relationship. So the most dangerous time would be when a person leaves. Did we not see what he did to Cassie when she was trying to leave? And then people are excusing his behavior and saying, oh, she was stealing his phone. She took money from him. So because she either stole his phone or took money from him, he had the right to kick her down like that. Do you understand what we're saying? Like when people say that, I question you. I'm like, what's going on? Valerie said 50 still mad Diddy didn't sign him in the beginning of his career. I think it's deeper than that, but it could be. But I think it's a little deeper than that. And I think 50's probably happy that he didn't get signed by Bad Boy because that would have been a bad situation. Imagine Diddy and 50 with money issues. I don't want to. I don't want to think about it. Valerie says people let for sure. Money is the root of all evil. You are right, Valerie. Monique said, I'm having a good day. I don't know how much more. how I don't know much about the Diddy situation, so I'm just listening and oh, honey. Ah, what's up, cuz? Cuz said, cuz you're giving news at 10. I had all meetings today, so and on top of that, I'm trying not to talk too loud because you know what I'm saying? I don't want we're talking about things that and I'm the way where I am, people can hear me if I so I'm trying to keep it kind of low. So, I'm giving that news anchor voice and I have on my blazer. Hello and welcome. Valerie says, I know a lot of people with money. It's it's not just the money, it's the power, it's the control aspect, it's the gatekeeping, it's the holding people's career by the seat of holding them by the balls. Okay, I'll say it like that. Holding people by the balls. It's not just it's not just money. Because people have money, 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 money. It's not just that. It's his power dynamic that comes into play with the amount of wealth that he was able to generate off the back of all of his artists. It's a little deeper than just having money. I'm not going to let their power or money stop me from doing the right thing. Valerie, I understand what you're saying. I'm not saying that if you were in the situation, you wouldn't have walked away. I'm not saying that because Mace walked away. Um, he went to religion. A lot of people clowned him for it, but he knew what he was doing. He was able to walk away. Shine wasn't so lucky. He had to do 10 years in prison. What's up, Zada? How you doing? How you doing? Kaz says he was abusive in all his dealings. Exactly. And that's what we have to really like look at everybody's interaction with him through that lens. So when someone didn't just leave, it's the same way that you have to look at it as someone that's in a domestic violence situation. When they just leave, they're more vulnerable to violence, to severe violence, unaliving. Look up the statistics of African American women that are unalived by either a current mate or former mate. They probably, I can just about guarantee that when those types of situations happen, it's at a point where their relationship is either ended or ending. It's a serious, serious thing, and you have to navigate those types of situations in a certain way. And I'm not discrediting what you say. I actually appreciate you, Valerie. Valerie said 50 happy now, but he felt salty in the beginning. He felt so what when everybody was talking crap about him, but he go in with him and Marlon Wayans are having they back and forth now, child. Cuz says, I don't think money is the root of all evil. Ha! Hey now, it's just an amplifier. True. Whoever you are today will be magnified with wealth and the way you get it. That's true. That's 100% true. Because not every single person with money is evil. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that actually deserve the money that they have because they like to make the lives of other people around them better. And then there's people like Diddy that wants to take all of the money, all of the privilege, all of the everything, even from the late great Biggie Smalls, the damn last cover he was ever gonna get. You took that from him too. You evil troll. Evil. Valerie said, so I'm supposed to let someone with power and fame corrupt me? Heck nah. No, you're not. But what I'm doing, okay, Valerie, what I do, the way that I think about things, I like to understand why people behave the way they behave, but it's not necessarily me excusing their behavior. Okay, so don't think I'm excusing anybody's behavior, child. I am not. I'm just kind of like it's the social worker in me, child. I just like to get an understanding of why people act the way they act, why people do what they do, but it's in no way saying that anyone is right. And remember, if you I think this is the first time you're here, Valerie. I do not cape for celebrities. I think I enjoy 50 Cent's music. I enjoy Bad Boy music. I enjoy the music, and um and I might favor certain celebrities over others, but trust and believe. When it comes down to it, when at the end of the day, if they come out to be a Diddy, then they a Diddy. I'm not gonna be like, he ain't do it. Because I don't know them. I haven't been around them. I don't know these people. We don't know these people. You know what I'm saying? So, but we just having a conversation. So I just hope you understand that, because this is the first time you've been here, or at least the first time you've commented. So I just want you to know, like, where I'm coming from with it. Okay. Cuz says Diddy didn't let a lot of people walk away. Right. Look, you see what I'm saying? He doesn't let people walk away. Biggie was gonna walk away, and I think this is what I think happened. I talked about this yesterday, but I'm gonna be talking about Diddy for a minute, y'all. Just bear with me until I get it out my system, please. If you're interested, you can join in the conversation. Diddy, what I think happened with Big is Biggie was shopping himself. Like, his contract was up, and he was shopping himself. He was thinking about going to another label or whatever. And they mentioned that Biggie was able to secure a really good contract with Bad Boy, which is unheard of. So Diddy probably was already pissed, because he's like, I'm gonna have to actually pay somebody. So, but I think the reason why he was able to secure a great contract was because he had an offer from other labels. He had an offer somewhere else, and he brought that to Diddy and was like, "Look, I'm gonna go with them unless you can match it." And Diddy was like, well, I mean, shit, what am I gonna do? I can't go up. I need him here. Or I need him here. You understand? Eternally. And I think at that moment, he had Biggie sign it because he wanted to soften Biggie up so that he'll be more apt to do what he needed him to do. And then he set him up. Because the reason why I think that is because directly after the unaliving, this man went back and tried to have Kurt Burrows change the contract. That was a setup. He set Biggie up. And then someone mentioned that on Biggie's truck, there was a sticker that said Big. Biggie was sitting in the front seat, the front passenger seat. It was like the perfect setup, you know? My God, God rest in peace. God, like, wow, wow. And it was like, what's so crazy is all of this was like right under our nose. And to be to be fair, because I've actually remixed me in college, and this was in '97 when the Benjamins came out. Me and one of my college friends, Ray, we remixed the Benjamins. So we knew what Diddy was about back then. The remix is scathing this song. And we redid Biggie's verse, we redid Little Kim's verse, and we redid Diddy's verse. I mean, wait, we redid Diddy's verse, Little Kim, and then Biggie's verse. And in Diddy's verse, we went in on his ass back in '97. So we've known that Diddy ain't shit since then. Okay, but Zada says, yes, those are good people. Good people never change. The money won't ever go with you to your grave. You live once and die forever. Ooh, that's a bar, Zada. Is it Zada or Zeta? That is a bar. You said you live once and die forever. Ah, you better preach. You know what? You know the things that hit the hardest are the things that are like the most obvious. Oh, I gotta go, y'all. Damn. All right, let me finish reading these and I gotta go. First of all, if you're leaving, you don't tell anyone. You move strategically with stealth. You don't let your friends or family. You get protection. Yes, yes, you have to do it, but you need a plan. You need a plan. And the thing is with that guy is because there is one person that did escape, and I noticed this during the documentary. He lives off the grid. And I was like, what you living off the grid for? I see why. Valerie said, I like both their music. Me too. Oh, it's your first time. Thank you for being here, Valerie. If you care, honey. Shawty coming in heavy up top. What's up, Crit Blue? How you doing? I'm sorry I got the red on. Oh, that's okay, T. It's okay, T. I know you working, baby. Valerie said, I saw a pic of Biggie and Diddy, and the look that Diddy gave Biggie when he announced that he was opening his own label. If looks could kill. Yep. 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 He would have died. And that's what I think really happened. I think Puffy was more jealous that Biggie had the talent and he was starting to understand the business. And when he like I think Diddy foresaw Jay-Z before Jay-Z, like someone that understood the business and could rap. Diddy understands the business, but he is not talented. He can't rap to save his life. So he understood that if you could do both, you could take over the world, which Jay Z pretty much did, right? And Biggie was going to be the first Jay Z. Oh, thank you so much. Who is that? Lala. Hey, Lala. I'm sorry, guys. I got to end the live. I got to go. Thank you, smooches. Thank you for the floating hearts. Let me see if I can read these real quick. I think Diddy set him up. He definitely did. Zada said, if you have any sense, you would always see a snake in Diddy. Yes, always, always, always. Cuz said, yeah, but even when you have your friends and family aren't safe, which makes it hard too. Yep. Remember what happened to Jenny? Oh my God. That's a whole nother discussion. That, when I say heart wrenching, her mommy, like, and taken out like that. Jesus Christ. Hi, Lala. How you doing? Oh, he did his big one. Yes, I'm early today. All right, guys, I have to go. I have a meeting. I thank you guys so much. I'm sorry I have to cut this short, but I'll be back later on tonight, 7 o'clock, and we're gonna be doing a throwback workout. The link is on my main page. If you go to the live section, click on the thing, click on the live, hit notify me, and show up tonight. We'll be there at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Pacific Mountain Time. Okay. See you then, guys. Bye.